Hello everyone, Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Superman number 8. The Chain Saga continues, but let's take a look at the creative team before we get into this book. This book is written by Joshu Williamson with art by multiple artists, Gleb Melnikov, Rapmund, David Baldeon, and Jamal Campbell, with colors by Alejandro Sanchez, Jamal Campbell coloring his own stuff, letters by Dave Sharpe, and a beautiful, beautiful cover by Jamal Campbell. There will be some other variant covers that you can see at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. But yes, this is part 3 of the Chain Saga. In this issue, the Man of Steel versus Chained. Powerless, Superman versus the Chain concludes. One of the biggest battles Metropolis has ever witnessed comes down to Superman doing the unthinkable and sacrificing his powers to stop the Chain. How does this impact Lex Luthor's plan? Or is Lex too busy dealing with the shocking return of his mother in Superman 850? There's a lot happening here, which is why they have multiple artists. I think each of the artists is kind of following up on a little bit of a story. In the opening pages of this issue, you do find out the backstory of the Chain. And not only that, it also illuminates on a different character. I won't go too much into the details, but it gives you a little bit more of information about a character that I really like, that's also part of the series, or at least part of the Super family. I'll say that much. Really fun fights, really cool stuff. I love the dynamic of Lex and Superman having to work together, and then also Superman having to do the unthinkable. That you may not even, I think you'll be surprised when you get to that part. So let's take a look at some of the preview art. Now, I don't know exactly which artist is doing which part. Unfortunately, I'm not familiar enough with them to be able to tell them apart. And overall, I think all the styles in the book, although they are very different, they have some similarities in the way that they kind of feel on the page, on the type of pace that the story's telling. I think that's just having a very good cohesive script. So kudos to the team with especially Joshua Williamson preparing the script, and then the all the creators being able to bring that to life. But here we can see a young Carl, or a young Sammy, sorry, as we find out about his powers. We find out what the Chain is. We find out what he can do, and we find out also that he has been approached by Dr. Farm and Mr. Graff, right, who have been kind of recruiting enemies of Superman. I really like the way his hair is kind of disheveled, and his beard, and this, just having him wear this giant chain around. Of course, we get to see a little bit of the super fam, a little bit of super heroics, and then finally Lex comes back into the picture after all the events of the previous issues. So this one is definitely full of adventures, full of answers, but even then, just full of really cool stuff that I think overall I'm really enjoying this series. This has been one of the Superman runs that I just really like, going from week to week and not waiting for the arcs to be done. So I think Joshua Williamson has that capacity to just keep you hooked, to make sure that you really want to stay on top of the books and make sure that books like this are at the top of your pile every time they come out. So if you have read this book, let me know what you thought about the issue down in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here on the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.